What's up, guys? It's Benny. Good things always happen in threes. Corporate media's collapse is a good thing. And over the last 24 hours, Donald Trump has decided to sue the Wall Street Journal into oblivion. NPR and PBS has been defunded by Congress and Doge. And here we go. CBS has decided to fire Stephen Colbert because he sucks. Literally destroying The Late Show completely. Stephen Colbert is done. And they're not replacing him with anybody. They're just saying, you suck so bad. You're so terrible at your job. You've destroyed this brand so successfully that we're just going to cancel everything. CBS cancels The Late Show and Stephen Colbert to end the program. Stephen Colbert broke the news to his audience as everyone was like, meh, yeah, you probably deserve this. It's amazing. Listen to this. Stephen Colbert, who just took the show over, I think like 10 years ago. This is obviously a franchise that was built for decades by David Letterman, a total and complete legend, somebody who I think is totally fine, did a good job, right? Whatever, grew up watching him, honestly. There's nothing else to watch, and we didn't have cable, so you'd watch The Late Show. And I like Jay Leno better, whatever. The point is that late night comedy is something of American lore. People love it, and it's things that generations grew up on. Johnny Carson, Jay Leno. Dave Letterman built this empire, this total dynasty, and Stephen Colbert destroyed it in less than a decade. A total and complete unfunny twat who decided to turn everything political and turn it pretty much into an MSNBC show. The ratings are abysmal, and Stephen Colbert himself is abysmal. Listen to this mewling, screeching, whimpering explanation as the audience goes, meh.
Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on 7 Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away. And I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful to the Tiffany Network for giving me this chair and this beautiful theater to call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night, in here, out there, all around the world, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea.
Yeah, all right, okay. Like, I find this fascinating. So he's like sitting there taking this as an opportunity to do a victory lap after destroying one of the most legacy franchises in all of television. What a complete and total asshat. Stephen Colbert is done. And we're going to have a better country for it. You should have never taken this opportunity and this chair to make these divisive political statements. That's exactly what the show had become. In fact, the night before, Stephen Colbert had Adam Schiff on. Last time a Republican went on Stephen Colbert's show. Adam Schiff was on the program. And Stephen Colbert gave some screechy rage bait about how his network was going to do what Donald Trump wants them to do and maybe cancel his show. It's honestly basic. Here we go.
Just canceled The Late Night with Stephen Colbert, just days after Colbert took a swing at his own network for settling with Trump. Listen.
This kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. This all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner, Skydance. Some of the TV typers out there are blogging that once Skydance gets CBS, the new owner's desire to please Trump could put pressure on late-night host and frequent Trump critic Stephen Colbert.
The network claims it was a purely financial decision, and Colbert's last show will be
Republicans
next.
are reacting to this just absolutely perfectly. I think I'll share Dan Scavino first. This is, of course, the president of the United States' digital hand. Dan Scavino has been with Donald Trump for decades and is the voice of Donald Trump online. And this is what he's shared.
Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced.
All right. So the reactions online have been spectacular. Effing insane that CBS screwed over Conan to give the top late night show to an unfunny twat who killed the franchise within a decade. That's exactly right. Bring back Conan, man. Conan was a real one. Drinking my coffee, pondering a world without Stephen Colbert and NPR and PBS. Thinking about all of this because of a millimeter miss. Thankful. That's right. Colbert canceled. So anyway, says James Woods. Posting this. Colbert was not only bad, it was so bad he was fired. He destroyed the late night show altogether, a show that ran for 3 decades, done forever. Thankfully, Stephen can spend more time on the vaccine now. That's right. The vaccine. In summer of 2020, Stephen Colbert aired a sketch warning people to be skeptical of vaccines and big pharma. 11 months later, when his party was in control, he was doing dancing vaccine bits. Of course, everybody remembers this. Yeah. Oh my God. Where'd all the money go, I wonder? Where'd all the money go? Boy, it went to dancing vaccine, the syringe dancers. Not exactly sure where you find those. Now, Elizabeth Warren and the new conspiracy theory on the left is that this was all done for political reasons because Donald Trump demanded it. Right? CBS canceled Colbert's show 3 days after Colbert called out CBS's parent company, Paramount, for its settlement with Trump. This looks like bribery. America deserves to know this show was canceled for political reasons. No, it was canceled because nobody watches it. The ratings are public, moron. The complete lack of self-awareness is funnier than Colbert ever was. Also, who watches late night comedy TV for political guests anyway? That's exactly right. I just finished taping the Colbert, announced that his show was canceled. If Paramount ended the Late Show for political reasons, the public deserves to know. RT, if you stand with Stephen Colbert. So Adam Schiff goes on Colbert's show, and the next thing they know, they cancel it. Stephen Colbert was so unfunny, he killed the Late Show. Good job. Oh, these are terrible. Oh, it's so awful. CBS has decided to cancel the Late Show. It'll be ending and not being replaced. It's just all going away. This is what happens when you demonize and lecture half of the country. This was a choice. It was a purely financial decision because no one was watching. Between Coldplay thing, Colbert getting canceled, and the Wall Street Journal lighting his paper on fire over a fake cartoon, it has been a pretty hilarious day on this site. That's right. Hopefully, Jimmy Kimmel will be the next to get canceled. Jimmy Kimmel says that he's probably not going to renew his contract. Well, that'd be good. Good riddance, you leftist piece of trash. That's right. I hate it when comedy is used as a weapon instead of something that unites people. Comedy should be used as something that pillars all political sides. You should make fun of everybody, but it's totally, it's downright. It's more divisive than anything in the country. When you have a president like Joe Biden for 4 years, right, and you turn on SNL, and no one's making fun of Joe Biden. He's the single most mockable president in American history, and none of the comedians are making fun of him. It makes you so angry. It makes you so upset because that's the protection mechanism at play. And comedians are even in on it. The people that are there, comedians are supposed to mock the powerful for us, the non-powerful, the working class. We're supposed to be the ones that comedians defend by attacking people who deserve it, quite frankly, but who lord over us, the elites. No, what Colbert did was protect the elites. And that was his downfall. He did the opposite of what any good and honest comedian should do. Go listen to old George Carlin sketches and you'll see. Or Robin Williams was a good example of this as well. CBS ending Colbert's Late Show. Network says it's purely financial decision. Well, bye. As Curly Bill said in Tombstone. Well, bye. Turns out that cheating Coldplay couple didn't want to be seen in public. They could have just gotten tickets to the Colbert Show. That's great. Good riddance. Good riddance. Oh yeah, Colbert. Amazing. NPR defunded, PBS defunded, Colbert canceled. What a night. That's right. What a night. Man, the financial decision, how humiliating. Stephen Colbert was handed David Letterman's entire legacy, and he turned it around and threw it into a bonfire. Stephen Colbert's late show was never the least bit funny, and it's inconceivable that anybody could regularly, earnestly watch it. Colbert in one clip. Here we go. This is exactly right. Stephen Colbert. This is what comedy was to Stephen Colbert. Dancing like a complete asshat at a Democratic Party fundraiser with Chuck Schumer wearing a mask. This is what comedy had turned into. Yeah. This is why people like Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn eat these guys' lunch. This is why like young, energetic, like truly connected comedians are selling out stadiums, and Stephen Colbert is just an embarrassing artifact of a bygone era of corporate comedy, sanitized corporate comedy in defense of the Democrat Party that is dead now, officially. It's officially dead. We'll wait for Jimmy Kimmel to get fired, but Stephen Colbert being done means it's the end. It's the end. In case you need any further evidence of all of this, we have actually a compilation that we've made of Stephen Colbert's shameless simping of the vaccine. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they considered comedy to be.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean like there's a chance that this was created in a lab? There's an investigation.
A chance?
Well, but
oh my
if there was
God.
evidence, I'd love to hear it.
There's
I just don't know.
a novel respiratory coronavirus overtaking Wuhan, China. What do? Oh, you know who we could ask? The Wuhan novel respiratory coronavirus lab. The disease is the same name as the lab. That's just a little too weird, don't you think? And then they ask those scientists, they're like, how did this... So wait a minute, you work at the Wuhan respiratory coronavirus lab. How did this happen? And they're like, a pangolin kissed a turtle. And you're like, no, the name of your lab. If you look at the name, let me see your business card. Show me your business card. Oh, I work at the coronavirus lab in Wuhan. Oh, because there's a coronavirus loose in Wuhan. How did that happen? Maybe a bat flew into the cloaca of a turkey and then it sneezed into my chili and now we all have coronavirus. Like, come on. Okay.
Wait a second.
What about this? Listen to this.
Wait a second.
All right.
John.
Oh my God. There's been an outbreak of chocolatey goodness near Hershey, Pennsylvania. What do you think happened? Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe a steam shovel mated with a cocoa bean. Or it's the chocolate factory. Maybe that's it.
That could be.